Dan, you've been keeping an eye on how this storm has been changing for the Northeast itself.
Yeah, Melissa, we are, as AccuWeather has been tracking for over a week now, really, we've been concerned about the flooding risk from Debby, not just in the south, but now that risk really extends up into the Northeast, and wanted to share a couple of our latest updates here about how we expect the flooding risk to unfold over today, Thursday, and then into Friday as we head from Virginia all the way up into the Northeast. We can see that on the future radar here with that really heavy, sort of heavy rain, that plume of tropical moisture extending northward, and it's going to be over a large area. We'll start moving along fairly quickly, but that will, but the significant plume of moisture is what we're expecting to cause significant flooding concerns, and we'll dive into that here across Virginia into the Northeast.
And with that significant flooding concern, we talk about some of these areas. Some areas have experienced drought recently, or still in drought. Other areas, they've seen quite a bit of rain. What's the difference here? How does this kind of rainfall react, especially given the terrain here?
So the terrain is what we're really concerned about, especially in Virginia up into south central Pennsylvania, such as the Laurel Highlands. We are actually just in the last 5 minutes or so, we're making a change to our rainfall graphics or to our rainfall forecast, and we'll be showing it on our graphics here in the next probably the next half hour or so to bring our 8+ inch area up into Shenandoah National Park. You can have that terrain area there, the higher terrain, and that's where we expect that flow from the southeast that helps to upslope, and then we squeeze out more moisture there over the terrain. That's why we're concerned about significant flooding in a lot of the western part of Virginia, up into the Laurel Highlands of Pennsylvania. Most of the area is probably 4 to 6 inches, but there can be some spots in some of the higher elevations that get 8 inches of rain. That's why we expect significant flooding across this whole region here. Places that have had a drought in a lot of Virginia, unfortunately, a lot of droughts end in floods. And even though it's been dry, you have 2-3 inches of rain per hour over very dry ground. That still can cause significant runoff and flooding problems.
And beyond the risk for rain, we will still be talking about some threat for severe weather too.
Absolutely. So we have to contend with not just the rainfall and the flooding risk, but as we head into, well, really through today in the parts of North Carolina, and then that risk for a few to several quick spin-up tornadoes that we always have to be concerned about with tropical systems making landfall. That extends all the way up the East Coast and into parts of New England. Some of that risk could be Friday night, especially probably from about the Philadelphia area on north and east. Anytime you have a tornado risk at night, that is certainly more concerning because of the fact that the people may be asleep, not have a way to receive warnings. So the best advice is to have a way to receive warnings. Great time to download the AccuWeather app and be able to receive not just government warnings, but also our AccuWeather alerts.